Hey everybody, it's Scott Stiene with Winners and Winers, host of Bank the Bet podcast, coming to you right here on the YouTubes to give you guys a little bit of insight into this Saturday's game between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Go Tigers down there in Death Valley in Louisiana. Alabama right now is bouncing back between a 14 and a 14.5 point favorite. It's currently listed offshore at 14 points. Basically what happens in this one, it looks like as soon as it gets up to 14.5, that triggers a lot of sharp movement, and it basically gets steamed back to 14. So it's been bouncing back and forth between 14 and 14.5 for the last couple days, the last part of the week. The over-under in this game is 53.5. Now, if you're looking for the best trend that's come in the most this year, the trend that's cashed the most, Alabama is 8-0 in the first half. Alabama 8-0 first half against the number. The reasons for this are obvious. Mainly, they take out most of their team by the end of the game. They start pulling them early in the third quarter, and by the fourth quarter, it vaguely resembles the team that started the game with a lot of second, third teamers in there, including at the quarterback position. So, here's my problem with the with the Alabama in the first half in this game, okay? I think Death Valley is going to be absolutely fired up. This is the number one team in the nation. LSU is the number 3 team in the nation. They're at home. They have a lifetime worth of comeuppance to hand to Alabama, and they'd like nothing better than to do it in this spot right here. So, for the first half, the question remains, will the Alabama team be able to overcome the initial buzz, that initial excitement that the Tigers bring when they bring everybody out there, they start the game, everybody's fired up. Will that carry over enough to inhibit Alabama from covering the first half? I don't know. I'm probably going to make a game time decision on this one and see what the number does. But I will tell you what I like a little bit better here, and that is one of the sides. Let me give you just a few trends just to kind of put this game in perspective. There's never been a game between top 5 teams where the spread has been this high. Either 14, 14.5, doesn't matter. But 5 of the games have involved double digits. Fun fact, 3 of them have involved Alabama. Saban is 18-11 as a double-digit favorite versus ranked opponents, and this will be the most points that LSU has gotten at home in almost 20 years. All right, it is the 31st meeting between top 5 teams since 2005. In those 30 contests, they have covered 18 times, lost just 10, and there's been 2 pushes. So the numbers in this spot favor Alabama. What can I say about Alabama that hasn't already been said? They are an absolute juggernaut when it comes to scoring. They're leading the nation with 54.1 points per game. That is almost 5 points more per game than the team that's in second place. It is ridiculous. What's even more ridiculous is the fact that Alabama, like we talked about earlier, doesn't play their starters deep into the game, including Tua. I don't think has seen the field in the fourth quarter. Alabama could easily be averaging between 60 and 65 points a game if that's the direction they wanted to do. Saban's actually chosen the smart route, not to risk injury and to keep his guys fresh for the end of the season. On the other side of the coin, LSU is just 61st in the nation, with scoring right about middle of the pack out of the 130 teams. They average just a tick over 30 points per game. The defense is where LSU has really made their bones this year. LSU is 7th in the nation, giving up just 15.1 points per game. Alabama, no slouch either on the defensive side, as they are giving up just 15.9 points per game, which becomes even more impressive when you think about the speed of which Alabama has scored early in the game, giving their defense more time on the field, giving the opposing offense more opportunities, but still being able to hold that number down. Where I think this game is going to be decided is LSU's pass defense. They're just 39th in the nation at defending the pass, while Alabama, in a very un-Alabama-like way, is 9th in the nation in passing. Again, as we talked about, could be much higher if they played Tua deeper into the games. Our pick here, the long story short, I think Alabama gets it done 38-14, which would put that just a tick under the total. But the main play we like here is Alabama to cover that 14 or 14.5. If you can get it soon at 14, by all means, lock that up. This is Scott Stiene with Winners and Winers. Make sure you check me out here at my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Winners and Winers channel. Make sure you check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Don't forget to listen to Bank the Bet podcast every single day, hosted by yours truly, as we talk about the best plays every single day of the year. Until then, this is Scott Stiene, and I'll see you next time. I'm headed back to the window to cash my ticket out. All right? You guys take care.